Good evening, sir.
Good evening.
Sir, which topic are we going to do today?
In the last class, we were doing about is matter.
Sir, is matter around us here.
Yeah.
Sir, today?
So in the last class, we completed that also, and I think we did some questions and answers also from that.
Yes, sir.
Correct? Okay. So today we'll be doing with structure of atoms and molecules. Right? Today we'll start with atoms and molecules. All right.
Sir, when will start bio?
Yeah, we can start with bio chapter cell also. We'll start with bio chapter cell since we have completed 2 chapters from physics, 2 chapters from chemistry.
Yes,
All
sir.
right.
Can we start?
Today we start with the new chapter cell. So in chapter cell, see what all things are important, all things we need to know, and what all details we should be aware of. So this is your chapter cell. So first we define cell. So Varun, how can we define cell?
Sir, many cells combine to form a tissue, sir. Cell is known as the building blocks of a human body.
Okay, all right. I hope I am audible now. So I was facing some of the network issue because of which I was also not able to start the class, and just now we missed. Okay, all right. So Shravan, Shravan.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so Shravan, what do you mean by cell? How can we define cell?
Cell is the fundamental unit of life.
Hmm?
Cell is the fundamental unit of life.
Okay, cell is the fundamental unit of life. We'll try to understand each and every word. But cell, it is the basic structural and functional unit of life. Or we can also call the cell to be just fundamental unit of life. Okay? So what we mean by this? A basic structure and functional unit of life. Or when we say that the cell is fundamental unit of life, it simply means that wherever we see life, okay, wherever we observe life, we know the difference between living and non-living organisms, right? So whenever we observe life, whenever we see life, life will be confined or life will be possible in the structures which we call as cells. Okay, so cells are the structures where life is possible, where we can see life, where we can obtain life. That is a cell. Got
Yes,
it?
sir.
So without cell, there is no life. You can't have a living matter without a cell.
Sir, it can also be called a building block of life, no?
Yeah, we can call it as the building block of life also, but this is how we define it.
Yes, sir.
Okay? Defining means it should consider all the aspects of it.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So cell, it is the basic structural and functional unit of life, or we also call the cell to be the fundamental unit of life. So whenever you observe anything which is living, it must be made up of cell. Okay. Can you tell me anything which is not made up of cell but still it's living? Anything? Rohit, can you think of anything which has life but still not made up of cells?
No, sir.
No, sir.
No, there is nothing. Okay.
Yes, sir, there's nothing.
So that is why we call the cell to be the basic
Functional
structure and
and
functional unit
fundamental
of.
unit. Yes, sir.
Yes. So functional and structural unit of life that we call as the cell. Now, who invent? So who discovered cell and how it was discovered?
Sir, Robert Hooke.
Sir, it was discovered by Robert
Okay,
Hooke.
it was
So, sir, it was discovered by Robert Hooke in
mm-hmm,
1661 under a
mm-hmm.
self-made microscope, right?
Okay, so it was discovered by Robert Hooke
Sir,
in
he
1664.
yes, sir, 1664. Sir, he removed the dead bark from the tree, dead bark cell from the tree, and when he observed it under the microscope, he noticed that the cells in the dead bark were like the
Right.
honeycomb, resemble the structures of honeycomb,
Mm-hmm.
and were like box-like structures. So he termed those
Mm.
box-like structures cell. And
Okay, so why did he term the box-like structures as cell?
sir,
Where
because
did
they
he
were
get
made
that?
up of tiny boxes, and in
So
Latin the word cellula means small room. So he concluded it with that, sir.
yeah, small rooms like the prisons. Okay,
Yeah,
the ones which are prisons, they are called as cell. Okay, so he assumed these to be tiny. He saw these tiny boxes under his microscope, and he coined the term cell. So also you get the question like who coined the term cell? Okay, so it was Robert Hooke who coined the
Robert.
term cell.
Sir, under a
Then
self-designed microscope, no?
yeah, it was a self-designed microscope. Then after that, who invented microscope?
Sir, uh,
Someone who invented microscope? Someone?
Yes, sir, I don't know the answer.
Hmm?
Sir, I don't know the answer.
Don't know. Okay. So Varun will tell. Varun, who invented microscope?
Oh, sir, is it Leon Hooke?
Who? Yeah, repeat the name. Who invented the microscope?
sir, sir, some hands, no?
No,
Yes, sir.
it was Anton von Leeuwenhoek.
Ah, Leeuwenhoek, oh.
Yes, it was Anton von Leeuwenhoek who invented microscope. All right. Then after these two discoveries, Indian discovery, so a detailed study of the cell was carried out. It was by two German scientists. Okay, so the two German scientists, they were Sheldon and Shaw.
Sir, Sweden
So you
and
have
Sean,
Sheldon,
no?
yeah,
Sweden and Swan.
Sheldon and Shaw. These were the two scientists, okay, who studied about the cell. So they made a detailed study of the cell, and under their book they published it as the name of the cell was or it was also called as the cell theory. So if you know who put forward the cell theory, then it is Sheldon and Shaw who put forward the cell theory.
So
Okay.
all living beings
So
are made up of
Pranav,
cells.
mhm.
They're all
Form,
living beings are made up of cells, and
Sir,
mhm.
a cell will always arise from the pre-existing cell.
Okay, very good, very good. So first point we get all cells.
are living
No, no, all cells arise
from
from pre-existing cells.
pre-existing cells. Sir,
All cells
animals and
arise.
plants are made up of cells, no?
Animals
This
and plant.
nothing.
Likita,
Just
Likita. Just 1 minute. Likita, can you answer the next point about the cell theory? Likita, can you add one more point about the cell theory?
So cells come from other cells.
Cells are
All living things are made up of cells, and all cells come from other cells.
okay. All living things they are made up of cells. Very good.
sir,
So
and the
we have
last
all
one was
living things.
yes, sir. So the third one was
Hmm.
cells are made up of cell is the fundamental unit of life. Basic structural and
Yeah, you
function.
can add cell in the. Okay, so cell is the basic structural and functional unit of life. Our all living organs are made up of
Cells.
basic functional and structural unit. Cell is the basic structural and functional unit of
Yes, sir.
all cells arise from the pre-existing cells
Existing
and
cells.
all living things.
All living things are made up of cells.
All right. So these points, these are some of points of the cell theory. This is not only thing about the cell theory. These are points. Whatever is the cell theory. Okay. Nothing is an issue. Actually, there is nothing you have. A cell can be cannot be with some chemicals, or a cell cannot originate on its own. Every cell it will come from a pre-existing form.
Is sir there?
One thing I have noticed, Shravan, that whenever I tend to ask a question from it, then my network goes off. Shravan,
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Shravan, okay. Shravan, we saw here, we'll see the different types of cells or the different sizes of the cell. So what can be the smallest size of the cell?
One side.
Hmm?
So like unicellular, multicellular.
Can you be a bit louder?
So is it like unicellular and multicellular?
Yes.
Sir, is
So
it
is it
mycoplasma?
Okay. The cell can be very small in size, which can be about a mycoplasma. Mycoplasma. And what is the size of mycoplasma?
Sir, 1 nanometer, no?
1 nanometer. 1 micrometer or 1 micron, I think. The size of mycoplasma is the word micro, it's related with micro only. So micro is what you have 10 to the power -3, -6. So the size of the cell, it varies from 0.1 micrometer to about 18 centimeter.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So 18 centimeter is the size of an ostrich
Ostrich
egg.
egg.
Okay. And an egg is a single cell.
Yes, sir.
Mm. Now, what can be the possible shapes of the cells?
Sir?
Yeah, what are the possible shapes of the cell?
Sir, nerve cells, spindle.
Hmm. Obviously, the cells can be of different shapes. They can be spherical,
So spherical, spindle, or smooth, right?
spindle. They may be polygonal. Very good.
Sir, they may have
Polygon.
no shape.
Hmm.
Sir, they may have no shape.
No, we can't say no shape. No regular shape or irregular shape.
Sir, cuboidal.
They have irregular shape.
Sir,
They
cuboidal.
can, they can be border. They can be branched.
Sir,
So the different rods. They may be in the shape of rods.
sir, pillar-like.
Hmm. So now you know that the cells can be of different shapes. They can be of different sizes.
Size.
The size and shape of a cell, it can vary, it can change. All right. So now we come about what are the basic structures present inside the cell. Basically, when we come
The
to the cell,
nucleus.
there we see two basic structures about the cells. First of all, we classify the cell as a prokaryotic cell and a
And
eukaryotic
eukaryotic cells.
cell. Okay. So what are prokaryotic cells?
Sir, they are very complex cells with well-developed nucleus.
Hmm. Eukaryotic means they are it means true.
Single.
Okay. So the eukaryotic cells, they are also called as having the true nucleus. Right?
Yes, sir.
And then you have the prokaryotic cells. So prokaryotic cells are the cells where the nucleus and other things they are not well developed. That we call as the prokaryotic cells.
Yes, they are not well defined.
All right. So we'll see prokaryotic and eukaryotic cells. And we'll write down or list the differences between a prokaryotic cell and a eukaryotic cell. Shravan?
Yes, sir.
Okay, Shravan. So can you differentiate between a prokaryotic cell and a eukaryotic cell?
Yes, sir. So in eukaryotic, they have more than one nucleus. Can you hear me?
We need a differences between a prokaryotic and an eukaryotic cell.
Sir, a prokaryotic cell contains a single chromosome, and eukaryotic cell contains many chromosomes.
All right. So see, first of all, we see the word karyo. The word karyo means
Cell.
the word karyo means nucleus, not cell.
Why முடினருங்க?
The word karyo, it means nucleus. So here we are differentiating the cell on the basis of the nucleus. Okay. On the basis of how the nucleus is placed or what is the type of the nucleus. We say different types of cells. So the prokaryotic cells, here we have the nucleus is underdeveloped or the nucleus is not well developed. Okay. We have nucleus
Sir,
not well developed.
yeah, nuclear membrane.
Not well developed means there is no boundary around the nucleus. Okay. In the eukaryotic, you have nucleus is well developed. Nucleus is well developed. Right. Now we'll look up at the nuclear materials which may be present. So first of all, we see the nuclear membrane or the boundary of the nucleus. So in the prokaryotic cell, there is no nuclear membrane is present. Shravan,
Yes, sir.
name 5 things which are related with the nucleus.
Nucleus? So what do you mean?
And be louder.
Sir, can you repeat the question?
Name 5 things which are related with nucleus.
So I should tell about the nucleus.
Which one?
So should I talk about the nucleus?
No, 5 elements which are related with nucleus.
Uh,
For 5 structures related to nucleus. Like we just talk of nuclear membrane.
okay, sir.
Okay. Is there anything which is related with nucleus? Anything else which is inside the nucleus?
The chromosomes.
Chromosome, very good. And what other things?
It contains DNA and proteins.
Which one?
So it contains DNA and proteins.
It contains
DNA and proteins.
DNA, very good. So DNA is present on the chromosomes. We'll talk of DNA also. So what is the difference between the chromosomes of the two or the DNA of the two? What? Yes, Shravan, what is the difference between the DNA of a genetic material of a prokaryotic cell and the genetic material of a eukaryotic cell? Shravan, we are not able to hear you. I think you are trying to speak up, but we are not able to hear you.
Yes, I have some mic problems.
Yeah.
So in prokaryotic, there's only one chromosomes.
Yes, Shravan.
So in prokaryotic, there's only one chromosome present.
Prokaryotic has only one?
Yes, sir. Chromosome.
Only one?
Yeah.
What thing only one?
Sir, one chromosome.
One chromosome.
Yes, sir. I said chromosome.
Is it?
And then, yeah. And eukaryotic have more than one chromosome.
They have?
More than one chromosome.
Alright. See, first we talk of for the prokaryotic, the genetic material. Here, the in the prokaryotic, the genetic material is present in the form of RNA. A genetic material is present as RNA, and in eukaryotic, the genetic material is present in the form of DNA. You have genetic material in the form of DNA. What is the difference between DNA and RNA? Varun? Oh, sorry. I haven't asked today any question with Niharika, Sampath, Nikita. All right, Sampath. What is the difference between DNA and RNA?
Sir, sir, DNA is it has I mean, like,
Brands.
yes, sir,
Yes.
two strands, whereas RNA has only one.
Yeah. So DNA is double-stranded, whereas RNA is single-stranded. Okay. So here we have RNA. It is single-stranded, and DNA it is double-stranded. Alright. So double-stranded means the strands of the DNA will be two in DNA, but in RNA the strands will be one.
Yes,
Got it?
got it.
Okay. Anything else about the other cell
Sir,
material?
in eukaryotic cells, the sorry. So the cell organelles are not present. Not many cell organelles are present in eukaryotic cell.
Yes. So we call it membrane-bound cell organelles.
Membrane-bound cell organelles are absent in eukaryotic, present in prokaryotic.
No, absent in prokaryotic, present in eukaryotic.
Absent in prokaryotic, present in eukaryotic.
So you have membrane-bound cell organelles. Membrane-bound cell organelles are absent. So can anyone give any example of Likita? Likita, can you give any example of membrane-bound cell organelles?
The plastids, mitochondria,
Very good.
endoplasmic reticulum.
Very good. Plastids, mitochondria.
Sir, so ribosome is not membrane bound cell organelle.
Ribosomes. No.
Sir, ribosomes are the sites of synthesis of proteins.
They are?
Sites for synthesis of proteins.
Yes, they are the sites for the protein synthesis. So membrane-bound cell organelles, they are present, they are absent in prokaryotic, whereas they are present in the eukaryotic. So here you will write membrane-bound cell organelles.
Sir, prokaryotic cell has ribosomes, right, sir?
Yeah, it has ribosomes. So membrane-bound cell organelles are absent, are present in eukaryotic cells and absent in the prokaryotic cells. So these were some of the differences between the prokaryotic and the eukaryotic. Now we'll move on to what does a cell consist of and how does a cell work. Okay. So for that we'll draw a diagram of a plant cell as well as an animal cell. We'll see what all different elements does it consist of. Then we'll see the functioning of each element. Okay. So what does a cell consist of? What does a cell consist of? So first we'll be looking at animal cell and plant cell. Both we'll see, and we'll see what things are present in them. We'll see how an animal cell is different from a plant cell, right? So So let's see a diagram of an animal cell. I hope everyone can draw the diagram of an animal cell or a plant cell. Varun?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So all of you just quickly draw an animal cell. Now I think your speed has improved about drawing. You should be quickly able to draw the animal cell and plant cell. So draw the diagram, everyone. Okay, have you drawn?
Just a second, sir.
Yeah. Shravan? Shravan,
Yes, sir.
you can take the help of your book and draw.
Okay, sir, I'm doing.
Okay, I'll surely check yours.
Okay.
Okay, please, you can take the help of book or I'll be sharing here. You can take that help and draw it, but you must draw. Right. So I'm sharing the diagram with everyone. All those who have drawn the diagram without looking at it, very good to all of them. Okay. And those who have taken the help, good to them also. They can do better. Okay. So those who have taken the help of book, I expect them, they will be doing it on their own from next time. Okay. So I hope now everyone can see the screen. And here we have a diagram of a cell. This is an animal cell. All right. So see, first of all, you have a membrane-bound nucleus. Inside the nucleus, what all things you can see? Inside the nucleus, you have a dense matter present, which we call as nucleolus. There is a dense matter which is present inside the nucleus, which we call as nucleolus.
The yeah, nuclear.
Okay. So you can draw it in a more better way by making here nuclear pores. In the nuclear membrane, you can create some pores, which will be the nuclear pores. Inside the nucleus, you can draw here some thread-like structures, which will be there. So these thread-like structures, they will be called as chromosomes.
Sir,
Yes.
sir, does an animal cell contain centrosome?
Yeah, animal cell contains centrioles, but the plant cell does not. Okay. Plant cell does not contain any centrioles. So see here, you have this some of the structures which I just marked over here. These are chromosomes or chromatin fibers. These are chromosomes or chromatin fibers. They are the same. They are chromatin fibers. Then you have endoplasmic reticulum, which is of two types: a rough endoplasmic reticulum and a smooth endoplasmic reticulum. So see here, this one is your smooth endoplasmic reticulum, and this one is a rough endoplasmic reticulum. Likita? Likita?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah, what is the difference between a smooth endoplasmic reticulum and a rough endoplasmic reticulum? Harshit? Harshit?
Yes, sir.
Can you tell the difference between a smooth endoplasmic reticulum and a rough endoplasmic
Sir, in
reticulum?
smooth endoplasmic reticulum, the ribosomes are absent, whereas in the rough endoplasmic reticulum, ribosomes are present.
All right.
Sir,
So smooth endoplasmic, yes.
sir, SCR produces fats and lipids, sir. Synthesis of fats and lipids. RR helps in the synthesis of proteins.
Very good.
Sir,
A very good difference between RER and SER. See, RER and SER. RER, they are associated with ribosomes. Okay. So as we know, ribosomes are protein factories. So definitely RER, they will help in the synthesis of proteins. Here you will have the synthesis of proteins. Protein synthesis will occur. What about SER? So the SER, they are not associated with ribosomes, and therefore they help in the synthesis of fats and fatty acids like steroids. Okay. So steroids, they are the ones which are made by the SER, the smooth endoplasmic reticulum. All right. Then there's here we come across a word which we call as the nuclear pore. Okay. So what is nuclear pore and what are its functions? What are the functions of nuclear pore? Rohit, what is the function of nuclear pore?
Sir, it trains.
It
Mm-hmm.
allows the free movement of molecules and ions, but only those of the selected ions.
Okay, you don't say ions. It helps in the exchange of material. Okay, exchange of material from cell to the nucleus or
So it
transport of
also
material.
allows selective proteins to enter because of its selectively permeable membrane.
That is about nuclear membrane. What about nuclear pore?
Then it allows,
So nuclear pore is
yeah.
okay. So the nuclear
So,
pore,
yeah,
it is a
it allows the
yeah,
molecules to diffuse into smaller particles, right?
yeah. Nuclear pore, it helps in the exchange of material from the nucleus and the cell. Okay, the exchange of material that occurs through the nuclear pore. Okay. Then we come across the cell membrane. So first of all, the cell membrane, it is selectively permeable. It is selectively permeable. So Niharika, can you tell what is selectively permeable and what is semi-permeable?
Selectively permeable is when it only allows certain things like water or like proteins to come inside the cell.
Hmm. And what about semi-permeable? There are two types of membranes. One is a semi-permeable, the other one is selectively permeable. Semi-permeable means it will allow the exchange of particles on the basis of their size. Okay. The bigger particles may not be allowed to cross the membrane, whereas the smaller particles will be allowed to cross the membrane. Whereas a selectively permeable means the substances will be selected to enter the cell, but not on the basis of their size. It will be on the basis of their properties, like
And
protein.
semi-permeable, the objects enter through osmosis, right?
Yeah, objects enter through osmosis or diffusion. Okay, so I hope everyone understood about the cell. Shravan,
Yes, sir.
so do revise the differences between prokaryotic and eukaryotic, and uh, be able to draw the diagram of cell. So have you drawn the diagram?
Yes, sir.
Okay, please show your diagram, then we'll end up the class. Okay, all those who have drawn the diagram, they can show their diagrams, and then we'll end up. Okay, very good. So Shravan, which cell have you drawn?
The plant cell.
But I told you to draw animal cell,
Oh,
right?
okay.
Okay, so is there a cell membrane?
Yes,
Your
sir.
Golgi
Cell.
body.
Yes,
So I
sir.
think, okay, you need to, Shravan, you need to redraw the diagram. Very good, I can see all. Okay, all right. You can turn, you can go all of you. Okay, thank you everyone. Bye.
Mm.
Thank you so much.
Bye.